It's time for a pattern review and a sew along. So if that's some content you would like to see, keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video I'm going to do a very quick pattern review and then off to the sew along. So before we get started, let me tell you the pattern. It's Simplicity 9382. This is the last pant in the pant series this year. So if you know, you know that November was the pant series. This is the last one, and I decided to do a sew along for this pattern. Now, before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hello, ciao, guten tag, aloha, hola, konnichiwa, wagwan, bonjour. If you're returning, you know what to do. Get you a quick snack, something to drink, come on back so we can go ahead and talk about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this pattern review. Alright, so the pattern that I chose for the overalls is Simplicity 9382. So I'm just going to give you my own pattern description for it instead of what's on the Simplicity website. So this is a Mrs. Overall, coverall. Some people call it dungarees. Here in the United States, we call it overalls. I believe in the UK, they call it dungarees or coveralls, okay? But view A and view B is similar. So you have your overall, coverall, dungaree style outfit, but view B has the elastic at the bottom, and then view C is the shorts. That's pretty much the pattern description for this pattern. Let's go ahead and talk about notion shoes. So outside of interfacing, the only thing you're gonna need is 4 buttons, 1/2 inch buttons. If you are doing view B, you will need 1 1/8 yard of 1 inch white elastic. That's all the notions that you will need for this Simplicity 9382. Let's talk about fabric use. So the fabric use, I talked about it in the sew along, but it's 100% Ankara print from houseofmamiwata. So I've been noticing I've been doing a lot of pattern reviews with houseofmamiwata, but if you guys don't know, I buy tons of Ankara print from one of the fabric places that I buy is houseofmamiwata, so that's why you hear houseofmamiwata. Hey, CJ Madu. I buy a lot of Ankara print from her. I will do a video of all the fabric shops that I have bought fabric from on a different video. All right, let's talk about pattern pieces. Well, I'm not going to get necessarily into pattern pieces because you will see that in the sew along, but you need pattern piece 1 through 10. You'll hear it again in the sew along. Let's talk about pattern sizing. So for pattern sizing, it comes in 2 envelopes, 6 to 14 on the first one, and I believe it's 14 to 24 on that second envelope. The size that I cut was a size 14, and I'll tell you why come the sew along. All right, let's get into modifications. I did not make any modifications to this pattern. However, the pattern tissue is wrong when it comes to the finished garment measurements. So one thing I will advise is always take your measurements for your body and then measure bust, waist, and hips on the pattern. Then that way you know what size to cut. I'm glad I did that because from the back of the pattern, it would have told me to use a different size and that size would have been off. Okay, so I'm glad that I did that and I cut a size 14 instead of going up to a size 18 of what they wanted me to cut based off of my hip measurement. All right, so that's that. Did it look like the photos or the drawing on the pattern envelope? Absolutely. I feel like it looked exactly like it. The only thing that I do not like, well, the only thing I did not like, I'm gonna get into likes and dislikes now that we're talking about dislike. I don't like the fact that you pretty much need to wear something underneath this. Otherwise, you have side boobs showing and all that stuff. Now, the reason why I do not have a top on underneath it is 2 reasons. One, I did have a white shirt on underneath it and I got makeup on it right before I took photos. Also, I just completed the overalls. I'm filming this Saturday night, so I just finished it like 5 o'clock and it became dark right when I was getting ready to go outside to take photos. So yeah, so I tried to take photos inside, and I'm just gonna put it like this: inside photos, me and inside photos is just not best friends, okay? Like, I do not like indoor photos whatsoever. So yeah, I don't like any of the photos that I took, but I'm gonna try to make it work. All right, so I will update this outfit again at a later time when I can have some light outside behind me. Okay. Are the instructions easy to follow? Yes, they are easy to follow. However, I will say that it's one spot on the instructions where you will get tripped up on. So I did take a little bit more time to go over that, which is the back extension, which you will see that in the photos, not photos, but you'll see that on the tutorial about the back extension where you have that button. So in the back, it is very well detailed because it's much harder to understand. All right. First time experiences. Yes, I do have a first time experience, and that would be making overalls. I have never made overalls whatsoever. So I just picked this one because it is the new one from pre-fall 2021. So I decided to make this one instead of the other one that I was thinking of. So would I recommend this pattern to others? Yes, I would. Would I sew it again? Yes and no. So I would sew it again as just regular pants and not use the bib. Reason being is because I feel that I like the overalls, okay? But I feel that with the way that it crossed over in the back, it does not give you enough room for a bow. Not a big fancy bow like I wanted. Another thing is I like the details of the back for the pants, but not necessarily for the bib area. I just really do not like that at all. But it's a cute pattern, and I would say try it for sure if you want some overalls. All right. My pattern rating. So for this pattern, I'm going to stamp this pattern as a 3.5, and it's not in terms of me not liking the pattern. The pattern is great. The pattern is great to sew up. However, one thing I didn't like is the revealing part that's in the back. Even with a shirt on, I still did not like it that way. I don't know what they did to the model on the envelope. It looks super, super cute on the model on the envelope, but not necessarily my vibe. Now, now that I talked about everything in the pattern review, let's go ahead and get right on over to the sew along. That's the entire pattern review and the sew along. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. If you make this pattern, do not forget to tag me on Instagram at Rochelle.Handmade.Designs. Also, for what's coming up as far as sale, I will post that on Wednesday when the sale basically start happening. Thursdays is when sales start. I like to post them on Tuesday or Wednesday. Well, that's it for this video. Until next time, keep sewing.